So now we are discussing about job shop sequencing. We have seen what is job shop. That means the products there are several jobs, each have different routes of production. You can see these are the raw materials and these are the shipping department. Okay, several. So these are the batch of parts that needs to be produced. You can see the batch of parts. You can see these various colors indicate okay how these products are manufactured. You can see this goes through here, and then finally here. Then you have this job, so it goes like this and finally to here. Okay, this goes to here like this. So the each job has got a different roles. So it is very difficult to sequence the job because you need to assign these jobs to several machines, which job should be assigned at which time, etc. So that becomes very challenging. So you have some rules for that. That is, first one is the first come first serve rule, and earliest due date, and critical ratio. So these are obvious what you mean by earliest due date and first come first serve rules. The critical ratio method is given by this one, that is due date minus today's days. Maybe it can come to be 20, and the total shop time remaining. That means the work that need to be time to that need to be uh, spent to complete that job. Sometimes it may be some 25, that is means 20 by 25. Okay, this will be the critical ratio. So a ratio less than 1 implies the job is behind schedule. Okay, and ratio greater than 1 implies the job is ahead of the schedule. The job with the lowest critical ratio is scheduled next. So that means it's so if its value may be 20 by 40, so it is 0.5. That means it is significantly behind the schedule by a large amount of time. That means you need to prioritize this job first. And then you have the shortest processing time, and you have the slack per remaining operation method. So you can see that here you have due date minus today's date minus job shop time remaining by the number of operations remaining. So this is the slack per remaining operation. And job with the lowest SRO is scheduled next. Okay, this is the priority sequencing method. And this scheduling has several problems, like if you have only one machine and many shops, and sometimes you may have two machines and many jobs, sometimes three machines and many jobs, and many machines and many jobs. So there are various algorithms to assign the jobs in this case. Okay, so for example, if you have one machine and many jobs, so the total time is independent of the sequence in this case. So in this case, the shortest processing time minimizes the average flow time. Okay, in the case of airports and all, we are using this sequencing method, that is the shortest processing time. That is the jobs which require the shortest processing time will be prioritized. And if you have two machine and many jobs, then we follow the Johnson's rule. And if the jobs have different sequence, then we will follow the Jackson's rule. If there are three machines, we will follow the Johnson's three machine rule, which we will discuss in the next lecture.